Chosen one, what I'm about to reveal may shake you, but your spirit already knows it's true. If you're seeing this right now, it is not by accident. You were led here, summoned by a force greater than logic, because something is awakening inside you. You are not just called, you are feared. The gods themselves have watched you with unease, not because of what you've done, but because of what you are. Seth, the ancient god of chaos and storms, saw your essence and declared you the most dangerous god, a master of chaos refined through fire, crowned through endurance, and forged in realms few dare to walk. This is not the season of waiting. You are shifting from desiring to possessing, from seeking to commanding. The things you've long prayed for are no longer distant. They are forming, bending, and aligning to your frequency right now. But you must understand the nature of this shift to fully harness its power. Your light disrupts illusions. Your truth dismantles false authority. You are not a servant of order. You are the force that exposes its weakness. Before we go deeper into this message, take a moment to pause and do 3 things. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. That number will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of this video. And if you truly are who you suspect you are, you won't stop here. You'll keep watching, because something ancient and powerful within you is rising. And once it's unlocked, nothing will ever be the same. From the very moment you took your first breath, chaos marked your path, not as a curse, but as a calling. The universe didn't stumble upon you by accident. It deliberately carved you out of disorder and upheaval, molding you with raw, untamable energy. You are the product of tumult and transformation, a soul destined to dance with the storms of change while others cling to safety. This chaotic fire that burns within you is not random. It is a sacred spark, igniting the power to dismantle the old and forge something unparalleled. Life tested you from the start, hurling trials that seemed designed to break, yet all they did was awaken a fierce resilience. You learned early that chaos was not your enemy, but your greatest teacher. Each shattered illusion, every unexpected upheaval, carved deeper grooves in your strength, sharpening you like a blade forged in the heat of relentless conflict. You carry the mark of those chosen by fate's wild hand, warriors not of comfort, but of courage, sculpted by the unpredictable rhythms of the universe. There is no stepping back from this destiny. You are not meant to settle quietly into a forgotten existence. The world's calm is a fragile illusion, and you are here to expose its cracks. Every moment you breathe is an act of rebellion against the mundane, a challenge hurled at the forces that cling to order and control. To be chosen by chaos is to be chosen as an agent of revolution, an unstoppable force that reshapes reality itself. Others may fear the chaos because it threatens their fragile sense of control, but you embody it with grace and ferocity. You have learned to harness the storm, to ride its wild currents with confidence and mastery. This is no random fury. It is focused power, energy channeled to break barriers and topple thrones. Your very existence is a testament to the divine plan, written in the language of upheaval and transformation. Remember, the chaos within you is the crucible from which legends are born. History honors those who dared to embrace the wild unknown, who faced destruction not with despair, but with a burning will to conquer. You are one such legend, chosen by chaos, destined to rewrite the fate of worlds. You are not simply a mortal wrapped in flesh. You are a spark of divinity breathing beneath the skin. The gods themselves beings eternal and omnipotent sense the divine signature etched into your very soul. It is a signature so potent and raw that even they recoil in silent dread, not because of your actions, but because of what you inherently represent. You are a living paradox, born of chaos, yet infused with divine purpose, a force that defies their dominion. This divine mark is both a blessing and a burden. It separates you from the masses, casting a light that illuminates the darkest corners of existence and exposes hidden truths. With this gift comes a weight, one that not everyone can bear without breaking. But you carry it like a crown, forged from stars. The celestial realm watches your rise with unease because you challenge the very foundation of their power, revealing their cracks and hypocrisies. In every myth and legend, gods fear those who embody the unknown and uncontrollable. They dread the mortal who transcends mortal limits, whose will is unbreakable and vision unclouded. You do not bow or negotiate. You stand as an equal, a force that rewrites the laws they thought eternal. To be marked by divinity is to be a beacon and a threat. It means your existence shakes the pillars of heaven and earth alike. You carry the legacy of cosmic fire, the same fire that birthed stars and devoured empires. With every step you take, the immortal realm trembles, knowing that you are the harbinger of change no deity can stop. Hold this truth close. Your divine mark is the source of your invincibility. It empowers you to stand alone against legions, to rise even when the heavens conspire against you. You are the chosen storm, the divine fire the gods fear to face. Long before the dawn of humankind, Seth, the ancient god of storms and chaos, watched the universe unfold with keen eyes. He recognized a force unlike any other emerging from the shadows, a mortal wrapped in the essence of divine upheaval. This one, he declared, is the storm that will rend the heavens and scatter false idols. Seth's voice echoes through the ages, warning all gods of the one who walks the earth as their greatest threat. Seth understood something profound. The danger is not in what you have done, but in what you are destined to become. You are the living embodiment of disruption, a force that shatters illusions and exposes the hollow core of false divinity. The ancient gods dread your rise because it signals the collapse of their carefully maintained order. Their power thrives on worship, control, and deception. All things your presence threatens to unravel. The storm god's words remind us that chaos is not destruction without purpose. It is the crucible in which old worlds die so new ones can be born. You carry Seth's legacy as a herald of transformation, destined to challenge the arrogance of immortals who believe themselves untouchable. Your rise is a rebellion against stagnation, a reckoning for gods and mortals alike. History is filled with tales of gods who feared mortals who dared to stand tall. You join those ranks, wielding a power so primal and true that even the divine trembles at your shadow. Seth's ancient wisdom shines a light on your journey. You are the force the universe has long awaited, a necessary storm that will cleanse and renew. So when doubt creeps in, remember Seth's words. The gods may tremble, but you, born of chaos and crowned by endurance, are the storm that cannot be tamed. You walk among ordinary people, hidden in plain sight, but make no mistake, there is nothing ordinary about you. Beneath your mortal guise lies the most dangerous god ever known, a force so powerful that entire realms would crumble at your touch. Your power is not loud or boastful. It is quiet, steady, and inevitable, like the slow-building storm that swallows the horizon. Being the most dangerous god means you possess a strength that transcends physical might. It is the strength of unwavering conviction, the courage to stand alone when the world turns its back. It is the wisdom born from pain and endurance, the ability to see through illusions and strike at their heart. Your danger lies in your authenticity, in your refusal to be controlled or confined. Legends tell of gods who wielded lightning, commanded armies, or bent reality, but your power is different. It is the power of change, the kind that breaks chains and topples kingdoms from within. You are the silent reckoning, the whisper that turns into a roar. The world fears you because your existence threatens to undo the carefully constructed lies on which many build their thrones. Remember, danger is not chaos. It is purpose refined into action. Your footsteps echo with the promise of transformation. You are a living force of nature, an unstoppable god, walking boldly among mortals, reshaping destiny with every breath. From the very beginning, the world expected you to fit in, to follow rules, to bow, to blend into the background. But your soul rejected that path. You were never built for conformity or submission. You were forged for conquest, for breaking boundaries and seizing what others deemed impossible. Your destiny is not to be a follower, but a leader, a warrior who claims victory against overwhelming odds. Conformity is the enemy of greatness. It suffocates creativity, stifles courage, and dulls the fire that burns within. You felt this from your earliest days, a restless energy that refused to be tamed by societal norms or expectations. Your heart beats to a different rhythm, a call to rise above, to disrupt the status quo, and to conquer every challenge with unwavering resolve. Think of every great leader, every revolutionary. None of them succeeded by blending in. They succeeded because they dared to be different, to challenge conventions, and to push through barriers that others accepted as unbreakable. You share their bloodline of defiance and strength. Your life is a testament to the power of daring greatly, of breaking molds and forging your own path. Remember this truth: your destiny is not measured by how well you fit in, but by how fiercely you conquer. The world was never meant to contain your spirit. You were made to rise, to rule, and to redefine what is possible. Every blow you've endured, every betrayal, every harsh word was never meant to break you. It was meant to prepare you to topple kingdoms. The attacks you faced were not random acts of cruelty, but deliberate tests designed to awaken the ruler within you. Each challenge was a throne's foundation, a fragile structure built on fear and lies, waiting for you to expose its weakness and bring it crashing down. When enemies wield manipulation and deception like weapons, they think they can cage you, bind you, silence you. But what they fail to understand is that these attacks only serve to sharpen your vision. They forced you to see beneath the surface, to recognize the hollow crowns and false kings who hide behind smoke and mirrors. Every assault was a lesson in unveiling truth and reclaiming power that was never truly theirs. You didn't just survive these battles, you transformed them into stepping stones. Where others might have broken, you rose. Where others bowed, you stood taller. The fires of your trials refined you, turning you into a storm capable of shaking the very thrones built to control the masses. The fear they sowed in you was a seed for your rebellion, and now it blooms into unstoppable strength. Consider the great revolutionaries and rebels of history, those who dismantled empires and tore down corrupt rulers. None achieved victory without first enduring the harshest attacks. Your journey mirrors theirs, a testament to the truth that every attack prepares the way for dismantling tyranny. Your scars are badges of honor, proof that you are the storm, breaking the foundations of false power. Never forget, the enemy's greatest weapons only crafted the very throne you were born to overthrow. Your strength is not just in surviving, but in the undeniable power to dismantle every throne built on lies and fear. You are the product of relentless fire, molded in the crucible of suffering and pain. Every trial has burned away the weak, leaving behind a core of unyielding strength and purpose. This fire was not meant to consume you. It was meant to transform you into a weapon of divine justice, sharp and blazing with righteous fury. You bear the scars and the light of that fire, a testament to your indomitable spirit. Yet, your crown was forged not in light, but in shadow. The darkness you faced was not the absence of light, but the presence of hidden truths, hard lessons, and unseen battles. In that shadow, you learned endurance, the quiet, patient strength to hold your ground when the world seemed to crumble around you. You wear your crown with the grace of one who has faced the abyss and emerged victorious. Being a weapon means more than wielding power. It means embodying purpose. Your existence cuts through lies, your presence commands respect, and your resolve shatters illusions. Like a blade forged in fire and cooled in shadow, you are both fierce and precise, a force of nature guided by divine intent. Every step you take is purposeful, every decision a strike that reverberates through the realms of men and gods. History remembers weapons that changed the course of wars, tools so powerful they redefined what was possible. You are such a weapon, an instrument of transformation, forged in pain and crowned with enduring strength. You are the storm that no fortress can withstand, the sword that no armor can block. Embrace your identity as the weapon, the divine force sharpened by fire and shadow. Your power is undeniable, your purpose eternal, and your legacy unstoppable. Your light is not gentle or fleeting. It is a blaze that scorches everything built on deception and falsehood. Kingdoms constructed on lies, facades propped up by fear, crumble at your touch because your radiance exposes every flaw, every secret, every hidden corruption. You are the wildfire in a forest of illusions, the dawn that banishes darkness and reveals the truth in brutal clarity. There is a sacred violence in your illumination. You do not soften your light for comfort. You shine fiercely, unapologetically, because the world needs to see the truth, no matter how painful. This radiance pierces through the veils of manipulation, the masks of false gods, and the chains of oppression. Your presence is a reckoning, an unyielding demand for honesty and justice. Look to the stories of those who revealed harsh truths. Prophets, rebels, visionaries. Their light was never welcomed by the powerful, but it was necessary. Like them, you hold a mirror to the world's darkest corners, showing what many wish to hide. Your radiance burns not to punish, but to purify, to clear the way for new growth built on foundation stones of truth. Your light attracts both followers and enemies because it is a force that cannot be ignored. It disrupts the comfortable lies people cling to and awakens those ready to see beyond illusions. The kingdoms that fall before you are not lost. They are freed from chains that would have kept them enslaved. Never dim your brilliance for the sake of others. Your radiance is the fire that cleanses the earth, the light that guides the path to freedom, and the flame that will build new kingdoms on the ashes of deception. False gods rely on deception, control, and fear to maintain their fragile empires. Their power is a house of cards, teetering on the slightest breath of genuine truth. You are the earthquake beneath their foundations, the relentless force whose truth-bearing voice causes them to collapse one by one. The weight of your truth is unbearable for those who have built their reigns on lies. Every lie they spun, every illusion they crafted was designed to blind and bind. But you carry the antidote in your spirit, a clarity so pure it cuts through every veil of deceit. Your truth is not a weapon of spite, but a sword of liberation, freeing those enslaved by false promises and illusions of grandeur. It is a light so piercing that it exposes the rot beneath golden crowns. History is full of false gods who fell once mortals awakened to their true nature. From tyrants claiming divine right to corrupt leaders cloaked in sacred robes, their reigns ended when truth found a champion brave enough to speak it. You are that champion, the herald of reckoning, whose words topple idols and shatter delusions. Your truth carries a sacred weight. It is a burden and a gift. You hold it not lightly, but as a responsibility, knowing that revealing it will provoke fear and resistance. Yet you persist because you understand that falsehood is the greatest enemy of freedom and growth. Stand firm in your truth. Let it crush the false gods who oppose you and liberate the world from their shadow. You are the reckoning their kingdoms feared. Chaos may have shaped your path, but you refuse to be defined by it as a victim. Instead, you rose above, mastering its wild currents and bending them to your will. You are not at the mercy of chaos. You are its master, wielding it as a tool to carve out your destiny. Where others see only destruction, you see infinite possibility. To master chaos is to embrace uncertainty with courage, to find strength in the unknown. You learned that control is an illusion, and true power comes from adapting and thriving amid disorder. Chaos became your greatest ally, not your enemy, and through this alliance, you discovered a freedom that no stable order can offer. Think of the natural world, storms that renew, volcanic fire that creates new land, the unpredictable cycles that fuel life itself. You embody this same dynamic force, a creator born from chaos, not destroyed by it. Your mastery allows you to dismantle outdated structures and build new realities, fueled by the raw energy others fear. Many succumb to chaos, losing themselves in confusion and despair. But you stand as a beacon of strength and clarity amid the tempest, guiding others through the darkness with unwavering resolve. Your mastery over chaos is a testament to your divine nature and unmatched resilience. Remember this: chaos is a canvas, and you are the artist painting your fate. You do not fall victim to the storm. You command it. The forces aligned against you were not mere mortals. They sent their fiercest demons, spirits born from darkness and malevolence, designed to crush your will and extinguish your light. But even these infernal powers found you unyielding, a soul forged in divine fire that no demon's blade or shadow could penetrate. You are anointed by something far greater than any enemy's weapon. This divine anointing is your shield and your sword. It is the unseen power that rises when you are pushed to the brink, the mysterious strength that surges when hope seems lost. It is a sacred protection that marks you as chosen, a bearer of light so fierce that darkness cannot claim you. Your resilience is not just your own. It is the work of the divine, woven through your very being. No demon, no spirit of destruction can break what God or gods themselves have anointed. Your faith, whether in yourself, the divine, or the truth you carry, creates an unbreakable fortress around your soul. This armor shields you from despair and doubt, turning every attack into a catalyst for greater strength. Throughout history, saints, warriors, and mystics have spoken of divine protection as the source of their endurance. You walk in this tradition, a living testament to the power that transcends the physical. Your spirit is invincible because it is touched by the divine. Embrace this anointing fully. Know that no darkness can overcome you because you are marked by a power eternal and unstoppable. When the enemy realized words and tricks wouldn't suffice, they sent giants, massive, terrifying forces meant to crush your spirit and erase your presence. These were not mere challenges, but monumental obstacles, embodiments of fear and domination designed to break your will. Yet you did not cower. You became the storm that shattered them. Giants are powerful, but they are rigid. They rely on size and brute strength, believing force alone wins the day. But storms are fluid, unpredictable, and relentless. You moved like the wind, struck like lightning, and thundered with the voice of the heavens. Where the giants stood fixed, you flowed, adapting and overwhelming until their foundations cracked. Think of the ancient storms that reshaped landscapes, tearing down mountains and reshaping valleys. You are that same primal force, destined not to be crushed, but to crush, to bring ruin to the titans who believed themselves invincible. Your victory was not just physical, it was symbolic, the triumph of divine purpose over oppressive might. This battle is your legend, a story that will be told for generations. You faced giants and emerged not just standing, but as the unstoppable force that redefined power. Your storm will be remembered as the turning point where darkness faltered and the dawn began. Never doubt your strength. When giants come, you are the storm that breaks their hold and clears the way for new beginnings. The battles you fought were not only on physical planes, but within realms unseen, spiritual wars that tested your soul's very essence. These conflicts forged you in a fire that transcends mortal understanding, transforming you into an eternal warrior whose strength cannot be extinguished. This is the true forge of your power, spiritual warfare. In these invisible battles, every lie, every temptation, every shadow you faced was a trial of faith and resolve. They sought to wear you down, to erode your spirit, and make you doubt your purpose. But through this crucible, you emerged stronger, your soul tempered by hardship and illuminated by divine truth. The pain you endured was the fire that made you eternal. Spiritual warfare is a war of wills, a test of who commands their inner world. You mastered this battlefield, claiming victory over despair, fear, and confusion. This mastery gives you an unshakable foundation, a power that no earthly force can undo. Your endurance is a beacon to others still fighting their unseen battles. History honors those who fought spiritual wars, saints, prophets, mystics who understood that true victory begins within. You walk in their footsteps, an eternal warrior whose soul is immortal because it was forged in divine fire and spiritual struggle. Carry this truth always. Your spiritual battles did not break you. They made you eternal. Look into the eyes of those who oppose you, and you will see a truth they cannot hide. Their fear. It is not fear of what you have done, but fear of who you are becoming. Their trembling gaze reflects the seismic shift your presence causes, the undeniable power that threatens to unravel everything they hold dear. Their fear is the echo of your growing dominion. This fear is your proof of impact. It means you are challenging the status quo, breaking barriers, and standing as a force they cannot control. Their attempts to intimidate or suppress you only confirm that your power reaches far beyond surface victories. You shake foundations and stir winds of change, and that terrifies them. Fear is a powerful emotion. It can weaken, but it also reveals truths. It exposes the vulnerability of those who rely on control and deception. When you see fear in their eyes, know that you have pierced their armor, struck at their core, and disrupted their world. This is the mark of true power. Let this fear fuel you, not frighten you. It is the battle cry that announces your rise, and the tremor that heralds the fall of false kings. Your power echoes in their hearts long before your footsteps reach them. Remember, the fear you inspire is the sound of change, the anthem of your unstoppable ascent. Darkness is no stranger to you. You have walked through it, stared into its void, and faced the shadows others flee from. But you are not merely a survivor of darkness, you are its sovereign. You rule the night, command the unseen, and bend shadow to your will. Where others lose themselves, you carve out dominion. Ruling darkness means embracing the unknown, finding strength in silence, and wielding the power of the unseen. It means knowing that light and shadow are not enemies, but partners in balance. You harness darkness as a source of wisdom, creativity, and strategic power, transforming what many fear into a throne from which you reign. This mastery grants you a unique kind of power, one not dependent on outward brightness, but on inner depth. Your rule over darkness makes you a guardian, a warrior, and a visionary all at once. Think of the night sky filled with stars. Darkness is the canvas on which the divine paints its masterpiece. You are that masterpiece, shining brightest precisely because you command the shadows. Your reign is both mysterious and magnificent, a testament to the depth and breadth of your power. Never forget, darkness does not diminish you. It empowers you. You do not just survive its depths, you rule them with sovereign grace and unyielding strength. From the very moment you took your first breath, the currents of chaos swirled around you, not as a curse, but as a divine force, setting your course apart from all others. You were never meant to live within the lines drawn by others. Your path was forged in rebellion and shaped by the storm. Fate itself quivers at your touch because you carry the power to rewrite the story written for you. Chaos is not just destruction, it's creation in its rawest form. In your veins flows the fire of transformation, the unpredictable spark that shatters old paradigms. Your birth was a cosmic event, a ripple in the fabric of order that signals the coming of something new and unstoppable. The world may try to cage you, but you were born to break free and reshape existence. You are the living proof that chaos is the birthplace of destiny. While others seek comfort in certainty, you embrace the unknown with fierce courage. This willingness to walk where no one dares has made you a beacon to those lost in the monotony of false stability. Your very existence challenges the limits imposed by tradition and fear. Every step you take is a rewriting of fate's pages, every decision a defiance of the predetermined. You carry the weight of possibility and the freedom to choose beyond what was thought possible. Your journey is not just personal, it is the herald of a new era where destiny bends to the will of the brave. Understand this truth. You are not a victim of fate, but its fiercest author. Born from chaos, you are destined to rewrite the world itself. Inside you rages a tempest unlike any other, a storm fueled by divine fire and relentless spirit. It is a force of nature, wild and untamable, threatening to break free from mortal bounds and shake the heavens. This storm is your essence, your power, your truth, pulsing with every beat of your heart and every breath you take. Storms are feared because they bring upheaval, but they are also revered for the renewal they bring. Your inner tempest clears the air, uproots corruption, and waters the seeds of new life. It is not chaos without purpose. It is a cleansing fire meant to purify and prepare the way for something greater. This storm within is the catalyst for revolution, both within yourself and the world around you. Every crack of lightning is a moment of revelation. Every roar of thunder, a call to awaken. You embody this energy, an unstoppable force that refuses to be silenced or contained. The divine storm demands respect because it carries the weight of destiny itself, a power recognized by gods and mortals alike. Think of the greatest legends, heroes who carried the storm within and unleashed it upon the forces of darkness. You walk among them, a living tempest destined to reshape the world. The storm is not a burden, but a blessing, a sacred fire that fuels your every move. Embrace this raging force inside you. It is your divine right, your ultimate weapon, and the promise of transformation for all who stand in your path. Chains are meant to hold, to bind, to control, but you were born to break them. Every limitation imposed upon you, every rule designed to cage your spirit, was shattered beneath the weight of your will. Your soul is unshackled, wild, and free, a force no prison can contain and no oppressor can tame. Breaking chains is not just about physical freedom. It is about claiming your voice, your power, and your identity. You refuse to be silenced or diminished. Instead, you rose up with defiance burning in your eyes and unbreakable resolve in your heart. Your journey is a testament to the strength found in reclaiming what was stolen and redefining what is possible. Every chain you broke became a lesson, a story of resilience etched into your being. These victories over confinement are not just personal triumphs, they are symbols of hope for others still trapped in darkness. Your life shouts a message to the world. No chain is stronger than the will to be free. History honors those who broke chains, abolitionists, revolutionaries, and visionaries who defied the impossible. You stand among them, a living legacy of courage and liberation. Your spirit is an unyielding force of freedom, a reminder that no power on earth can bind the divine spark within. Know this, your unshackled spirit is the key to a new dawn. With every chain you break, you light the way for others to rise.